Well, hey everybody, this is Caleb May, and I'm pleased to be here with former teacher, Mr. Greg Baldwin.
Hi.
Hello, sir. Can you tell us a little bit about when you first came to Dover and maybe some of the other teachers that you taught with then?
Yes, I was here 8 years from 73 to 81. We are currently in the junior high building, what used to be, I think,
Locker room.
one of the locker rooms. It's turned into a house. And I taught with Linda Heniaki, and I taught with Mrs. Oh, there's a lot of people. Mrs. Miller, of course, Mr. Lang. Gosh.
Was Lana O'Lean here one
Lana
year?
O'Lean, I taught a year or two with her, and Jan. Oh, and there's another one after Mrs. Heniaki, Jan Todd. It wasn't Jan Todd. I don't know. There was that Todd here in language arts.
Okay.
I taught with Mrs. Lee, Karen Lee.
He was probably Miss Allen back then.
Well, Miss Allen, yes, yes, right. And of course, in the elementary schools, there was Glenda Cox and Miss Starbird, Mrs. Campbell, Mrs. Well, Mr. Ediger, for sure. He was here all those years.
Was Pam Hess here then?
Pam Hess was here and then gone, and then came back as she said this afternoon she moved around some. That's just right off the top of my head right now. That's all I can think of.
Okay. Are there any memories that you have of any students or anything like that?
Well, lots of students here, yes, again, good memories. I was telling Robbie Sage this afternoon that I remember when the 8th graders would graduate, the 7th and 6th grade classes would go on a field trip the week after, the day or two after the graduation, and we took that group of kids to the Alma Cheese Factory. And we were walking through the cheese factory, and there were all these big vats of cheese, and Robbie Sage was standing there right beside me, and he said, "Mr. Baldwin, I don't feel so good." And I said, "Robbie, we got to get out of here." And we took him outside, and he needed some fresh air, but he turned green on me, and we thought he was going to get sick right there in the cheese factory.
Wow,
that's a crazy story to remember, but
yeah,
that comes.
It wouldn't have been nibbling good if a kid had tossed his cookies in the cheese vat, I guess.
I remember all the plays we did, and the marching bands, and the trips we made to McPherson, and marching in the Eskridge Parade and the Harveyville parades. Those are all good memories.
Do you remember any of the pieces that you played or that the students played here?
Well, we did lots of songs and general music and lots of pop music from the 70s. And somebody mentioned to me Leroy Brown today. We used to sing that. Lots of songs, and they would. The kids would see this. They'll chime in. And they'll remember more than I will.
Yeah, there were. When I was here, there were some pieces that probably were acquired when you were here or stuck around because it probably wasn't very often that music was bought. We did some things like Flutes on the Run, and Pat-a-Pan was one we would do for Christmas programs quite a few times. And Sleigh Ride, I think, was another one where somebody got to crack the whip, which was of course, slapboard. And so yeah, that was a lot of good times. So thank you for sharing the words to your song as well.
Yes. Not many people seem to know that song that we did today. Maybe we can revive it the next time.
Yeah, and I don't know if you do sheet music or not. If you could write that out, my wife could play it, and maybe we could do it sometime. So
that particular song, and I was talking to my wife about that today. It's not written down in sheet music. Mr. Van Winkle was the principal here. In my second year, he said, "We need a school song." And I said, "Okay, we'll come up with something." And I was racking my brain what we could use. And then I was watching on a Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning at home. On the weekend, I was watching a Disney movie. And it was Kurt Russell. He was, and some actors. I did Disney actors that were in the show. And it was a high school football movie story that Disney had made. And the song that they played when the kids went out to the field was the school song. It just stuck in my
It
head.
wasn't like the computer wore tennis shoes or something like that.
I can't
was it?
remember the movie. I don't remember the movie. Anyway, that's where we got the tune, and we just put the words to it. And it's
Oh,
just,
wonderful.
just one verse is all it is.
Okay.
That's how
Very
that came about.
Okay. Well, anything else that you'd like to
No,
share?
I think we've covered a lot of things here.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, sir.
Good to see you, and thank you, Caleb, for organizing this today. And if you didn't come
Oh.
today, come next year. Come to the next reunion they have. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we miss you all. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. Fill out the info sheet if you haven't yet.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.